Hello everyone. Today we are going to start talking about Unit 11. The title of the unit is Find Out About Sports. So we are going to talk about different kind of sports. They are unusual. We call them extreme sports. Before we move on to the text, we have our objectives here. To discuss the main features of Poster 11 correctly, so we will talk about Poster 11 first. To identify the name of some extreme sports. To answer all questions about the text properly. In Poster 11, we have these new words, which we call them extreme sports. Extreme sports, it means رياضات خطرة. Snowboarding, skiing, BMX biking, wakeboarding, skateboarding, and kite surfing. Inline skating, canoeing, mountain biking. These are in Poster 11. These sports, we call them extreme sport. Now let's talk about the type of the text. Our text in this unit is about information. Give information. The information is about unusual sports. They will write the information in a chart. Chart يعني جدول أو مخطط بياني. The chart in this unit, it has columns and rows. Columns أعمدة, rows صفوف. The columns here has the same information with a title. For example, if they give at the column a title like sport, they will mention all kinds of sport. But the rows اللي هي صفوف has different information. معلوماتها مختلفة. Why? Because we are in rows, في صف. فالصف بيكون كل مقطع منه تختلف المعلومة عن الأخرى. So this is the information text. Here we are going to talk about the text. Find out about sports. Extreme sports. Do you like exciting sports? Football and basketball can be exciting for spectators, but some sports are different and unusual. They are called extreme sports. So this is the introduction for our lesson. مقدمة عن الرياضات الخطرة. They take place on ramps, on rivers, on the sea, and on snowy mountains. مكان حدوثها هذه الرياضات on ramps, منحدرات, rivers, أنهار, sea, في البحر, or snowy mountains. Competitors can't control the wind, water, waves, and the snow. هلا why do they call it extreme؟ ليش بسموها خطرة؟ Competitors can't control. المنافسين لا يستطيعون التحكم بالرياح والماء والأمواج والثلوج. We cannot control these things. So because of that they called it extreme. That's why the sports are exciting. Speed and height are important. السرعة والارتفاعات برضو مهمة. Are important too, so they look spectator. عشان هيك هي تبدو رياضات مذهلة. For the first paragraph here, or the introduction, we have two questions. Where do extreme sports take place? يعني وين بتم عملها أو لعبها Yes, if you go back to the paragraph, you will find out that they take place on ramps, on rivers, on the sea, and on snowy mountains. This is the answer. Question 2. Why are these sports exciting? I told you that they are exciting because, yes, competitors can control the wind, water, waves, and the snow. This is the correct answer. The competitors can control the wind, water, waves, and snow. So this is paragraph 1. Let's start talking about these extreme sports. Number 1. In canoe slalom, اللي هو سباق التعرج بالزوارق, competitors travel very fast down a river where the water is rough and the canoe can easily turn over. If I ask you a question about this paragraph, what is the water like in canoe slalom? Yes, the water is rough. It is rough. Now let's move on to talk about other sports. Kite surfers have a small board on their feet and a big kite tied to their backs. The wind blows the kite and the kite surfer whizzes across the water. The kites look pretty, don't they? BMX bikers and mountain bikers go fast. Sometimes their bikes leave the ground and they look like they are flying. If I ask you about these two paragraphs, what makes kite surfer move fast across the waves? Yes, the wind which blows the kite can make the kite surfer move very fast. What do BMX and mountain bikers do? They go fast and leave the ground and looks as if they are flying. Inline skaters and skateboarders use ramps, steps, and rails. They jump high in the air and turn around before they land. So this is how they play inline skaters and skateboarders. Ski jumpers ski down a steep slope, then jump into the air. It looks scary, doesn't it? You can see this sport in Winter Olympics. The winner is the person who jumps the farthest. So here the speed and height is very important. Here we have questions about these paragraphs. Which important sports event is ski jumping? Yes, the Olympics. Snowboarders jump and turn in the air. This is an Olympic sport too. A wakeboarder is pulled by a boat. The boat makes waves as it speeds through the water. These waves are the wake. The wakeboarder crosses the waves and jump in the air. Another sport. When downhill skiers compete, they ski down a mountain as fast as they can. The person who gets to the bottom the fastest is the winner. اللي بوصل لقاع الجبل للأسرع بيكون هو الفائز. What do snowboarders do? They jump and turn in the air. What pulls a wakeboarder? Yes, a boat. بإيش مثبت الويك بوردر؟ في البوت، في القارب. How fast do downhill skiers go? As fast as they can. بالسرعة القصوى. The last two sports here. In freestyle skiing, the competitors jump, twist in the air and turn upside down. The winner is the person who does the most difficult tricks the best. تزلج حر طبعا فيها قفز والتفاف في الهواء وتشقلب. أكثر شخص يقوم بحيل صعبة بيكون هو الأفضل. The marathon may not look as exciting as other sports, but it's certainly extreme. صحيح هو ليس ممتع كالباقي لكنه يعتبر رياضة خطرة. At 40 kilometers, it's the longest race in the world sports. أطول سباق جري في العالم. Who win in freestyle skiing? Yes, the person who does the most difficult tricks. What is special about the marathon? شو المميز فيه؟ It is the longest race in the world. More about extreme sports. In the previous paragraphs we talked about how they play the sports. Now in this paragraph they will tell us more about the extreme sports. This chart shows where extreme sports take place. It shows the equipment and protective clothing that are needed. Extreme sports look dangerous, but competitors try to keep themselves safe. For Olympic sports, the chart shows the year when they were first in the Olympic Games. So this has told us that the extreme sport need equipment بدها معدات, protective clothing, ملابس للحماية, and the competitors try to keep themselves safe وبيحاولوا انهم يحافظوا على حالهم بأمان. الجدول المعروض رح نعرضه رح يبين السنوات اللي دخلت فيها هاي الألعاب في الألعاب الأولمبية. Look at this chart. Here we have sport, place, equipment, protective clothes, Olympic Games. Here we have columns. These columns لاحظ انه المعلومات متشابهة. sport كل انواع الرياضة, place الاماكن, equipment معدات, لكن اذا طلعنا على الجدول as a row كصف راح تلاحظ المعلومات صارت مختلفة. sport كانو سلالم, كانو and paddles. احنا بحاجة لقارب وجذافات. ملابس الحماية protective clothes, helmet and life jacket, خوذة وسترة نجاة. In 1972 it is first appear in the Olympics. Kite surfing, kite and board, احنا بحاجة لا طائرة ورقية ولوح. life jacket بس بدها life jacket. It doesn't appear in the Olympic Games yet. BMX biking, bike, helmet, knee pads. knee pads اللي هي وقاية الركب. ظهرت في 2008 mountain biking bike helmet in 1996 inline skating inline skates helmet knee pads elbow pads. هلا خوذة وأدوات لحماية الركب والكوع. It doesn't appear in the Olympics. Skateboarding, skateboard, helmet, knee pads, elbow pads, and also doesn't appear in the Olympics. Ski jumping, we need the skis اللي هي زلاجات, helmet and goggles. Goggles اللي هي نظارة وقاية. It appeared in the Olympics in 1924. Snowboarding, snowboard, helmet and goggles. Yes, it appeared in 1998. Wakeboarding, board, boat and rope. لوح وقارب وحبل. Life jacket only. It doesn't appear in the Olympics. Downhill skiing, skis, balls, helmet, goggles, 1936. Freestyle skiing, skis, helmet, goggles, 1994. Marathon, trainers, none, we don't need anything as a protective clothes, 1896, so this is the oldest one. Now, you can move on to page 113 to do more exercises about the text. Choose verbs to complete these sentences. Make changes as necessary. So you can change the verb in order to go with the sentence. In canoe salalem, the canoe can easily, yes, turn over. In kite surfing, the wind blows the kite. Look at blows because we have the wind singular. Sometimes BMX bikers look as if they are flying. Inline skaters turn around before they land. قبل الهبوط. Snowboarders jump and turn in the air. A wakeboarder holds a rope and is pulled by a boat. The wakeboarder crosses the waves. Freestyle skiers jump, turn and twist in the air. This is question 1 on page 113. Exercise 2. Look at the chart, so you'll find out the answers in the chart من الجدول, and answer these questions. Write short answers. We don't need long answers, short answers. How many sports take place on water? Go back to the chart and find out how many sports take place on water. 3. How many of the sports can you see in the Olympics? If you go back to the chart, you will find that we have 8 of them. Which sport take place in the winter, especially in winter, في الشتاء? Ski jumping, snowboarding, downhill skiing, and freestyle skiing. We have 4. Which sport uses the most equipment? أكثر واحدة بتستخدم معدات. Wakeboarding. Which sports use the most protective clothing? أكثر واحدة بتستخدم ملابس حماية. Inline skating and skateboarding. Which sport has the least equipment? أقل واحدة فيها معدات and the least protective clothing. أقل واحدة فيها معدات وأقل واحدة فيها ملابس حماية. Yes, the marathon. Which is the newest Olympic sport? أحدث رياضة دخلت للأولمبيات هي BMX biking. Which sport has been in the Olympics is the longest? Yes, the marathon. Now, we will move on to exercises page 103 in your workbook to continue talking about extreme sports. What main places are used for these sports, the extreme sports? We can use them on ramps, rivers, sea, snowy mountains. What two things are important in extreme sport? We talked about two things which are important: speed and height. What two parts of the body do bikers and boarders protect with pads? شو الأعضاء من الجسم اللي بيحموها البايكرز والبوردرز by using pads اللي هم elbows الأكواع والknees الركب. Which four sports are not in the Olympics? 4 رياضات مش موجودة في الأولمبيات: kite surfing, inline skating, skateboarding, and wakeboarding. So you can open your workbook, page 103, and write the answers. More. Read the words, label the protective clothing, label the equipment. The first 5 here, they are protective clothing. The second 5 or 6 we have here is they are equipment. Number 1, this is a helmet, this is life jacket, this is knee pads, this is elbow pads, and this is goggles. These we call them skis, balls, board, skateboard, canoe, paddle, and this is kite. The last exercise today, write the words in the text with the opposite meaning to these words. Opposite meanings يعني عكس الكلمات. Dangerous, safe. Dangerous, safe. Calm, rough. Boring, exciting. Same, different. Usual, unusual. Loser, winner. Now this is what we have today. I'm going to send you with the video attachments, the meaning sheet and the comprehension questions, ورقة معاني ورقة الأسئلة راح تكون مرفقة مع الفيديو مع رابط الفيديو, so you can open them and try to answer them. If you do the questions, please let me know that. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.